the owner and creator behind CarolJo's, which is where creativity and community come together. So welcome back, everybody. I am back. I am doing a ton better. We'll talk about what was going on here since we have a chat time. We'll do that here in just a few minutes as soon as we get everybody in. As always, if we get 10 shares and 10,000 likes, we'll start doing giveaways. Thank you, Ashley, for hopping right on in and doing the shares. I appreciate that. Because I don't know how this is going to go with not being on for over a week. It doesn't seem like it that I was gone that long, but yes, I am a lot better. I am. Hi, Murda. So yes, I am excited to be back. I'm excited to be healthy. Yes, I do feel better. It wasn't fun. We'll talk about it here. I was going to talk about our week too, what we've got planned. I am coming back. Yep, right now we're having a chat. Yes, I'm doing better, Robin. Thank you. Today right now is a chat time. And then, hi Ducky, I need to get you your email yet. I have yet to do that. I'm sorry. We will do chat today. Then tonight we will have an encore event. We have like 20 some items up for tonight, like 23, 24. And yeah. And then tomorrow we will have a debut during the day at 2 o'clock. Oh, you gotta. Nope, I'm not. I actually, I'll tell you all about it here in like the whole deal. It has not been a fun 10 days. It doesn't seem like it, but it has been 10 days. So since we got people in here, I can get started and tell you what happened. So a week ago Saturday, we had our live. And I really wasn't feeling 100%, but, I had gone to the doctor on Thursday. It wasn't COVID. It wasn't influenza. And they're just like, it's viral. Nothing we can do. And I know I did my live on Saturday. I wasn't out, I wasn't on very long because I just didn't feel 100%. I mean, you guys heard me. I hope you find something there, Ducky. And about between 4 and 5 o'clock on Saturday, I was like, it just hit me. And I'm like, I do not feel good. Not bad enough that I needed to go to like the ER, but I wanted to go back to the doctor again. But acute care was closing in our area. And so I waited until Sunday morning when they opened up. And we were like right there in line right away when they opened. And of all things, we ended up, yes, I'm like so excited that you get to get a vehicle, Ducky. And so, the doctor or the PA, it's a physician's assistant that was working at the acute care, happens to be who my husband goes to. So we do know this doctor. When you go to acute care, you don't know who you're going to get, but this PA is someone that we know. And I just looked at him and I said, I don't feel good. I really don't feel good. And I go, I've been to the doctor already 3 days ago. They said it was just viral, but something's different. And he's like, he listened to my lungs and he said, I'm just giving an update of why I've been off for a week. He's like, you're wheezing. He goes, that's not good. So we did chest x-rays, blood work and everything. Came back. I had RSV that turned into bronchitis is what it ended up being. And they were trying to make sure it was not going to turn into pneumonia because of how quickly it went from being just a regular virus to bronchitis. They were scared that it was going to turn into pneumonia. So we were like trying to stay on top of it. I have been on a lot of medicine, but one of the things that they don't give because it's viral is an antibiotic. And so I still was not feeling good on Friday of this last week. And I went back, and I actually went back to who my husband goes to since he had seen me. I wanted to stay with one doctor. So I went back to him and I'm like, I'm not there yet. What can we do? They put me on an antibiotic, and within 24 hours of being on the antibiotic, I was a ton better. So yeah. So I'm just giving an update over to everybody of why I haven't been live for over a week, which isn't like me. So that's what I'm just giving a health update. And then we're going to do our chat today. So yes, so that is what happened. And once I got the antibiotic, I started feeling better. Yesterday, I was able to get out of the house and do something. I had not been out of the house except for to go to the doctor's in like 10 days. And we finally got to go celebrate my birthday yesterday. We had lunch for my birthday almost 2 weeks later because I started not feeling good on my birthday. So yeah, but I am back. I am so excited to be back. And like I said, we are going to have the full week. I don't think I'm going to cut it short because I literally feel like almost 100%. So, and I have been resting, slowly doing stuff. Yep. I had, and getting RSV and bronchitis at the same time wasn't fun. So, but we were really, really monitoring to make sure. And what was scary for me personally off of all of it was that, thank you, Rose. Is that I literally could hear the wheezing. I know that's going to sound really strange to say, but if I could not sleep in our bed because I couldn't lay down flat. And so when I was in the living room, I could hear it. So I'm just glad I am so much better. It was loud on my end too, and I don't know why, because I didn't touch any volumes. That was just weird. Hello, Kay. So yeah, so that would be, and what I'm working on right now is I am working on one of the acrylics that I will have at tomorrow's live. 4, 6, 8, 10. We're going to have, this is one of the acrylics that we're going to have tomorrow. It is actually pink, but you can't really see the pink here. Little hearts, acrylic hearts. I'm getting those packaged up and getting those ready. And I can tell you, I am a lot better there, Teresa. I really am. 6, 8. There's 10. Yep, there's a little bit of pink in there. We're going to have, tonight we'll have around between 20, I think it's 23 or 24 items. I can't remember. And then tomorrow we're going to do a debut during the day, which I don't normally do. I usually do those at night. And so we're going to do that tomorrow during the day. And this is the one that I'm just showing you now will be part of that one. We have, so far I've gotten 2 pendants, 2, 4, 6, 8. And we've got just a few of the camo tassel. I only have 4. That one's really limited. And then we're going to bring some bamboo gorgonia tomorrow. We'll have these. And then I got to figure out what else we're going to bring. Hey, Rosie, how are you doing? 6, 8, 10. Oh, no. I haven't even checked for updates. I should have done that. Hey, Sissy. There's an Android. I am doing good. Lots better. And I will tell you, the one thing that Ryan said throughout all of this, he's like, I just don't get why they just didn't give you, thank you for the heart meat, sissy. Why they wouldn't give me an antibiotic right away in the beginning. He's like, you could have not been sick so long. I'm like, I know. But, you know, doctors will do what doctors do. Okay, you know how like TikTok and YouTube give you questions that you can talk about? YouTube's question was, how many pillows do you sleep with? Like, what the heck? Oh, that question. Yep, you have to wait 10 days before you can get an antibiotic. And he's like, if they would have just gave it to you earlier, you would have felt so much better. And I don't disagree with him. But you just got to follow the protocols. And then tomorrow night, we are going to do the color block bracelet that we were supposed to have had the other week, and I just wasn't into getting that one done. So I did make an example of it using the Gorgonia beads. But here is a color block one that has the purple, like the light purple, the light pink, and the white. And that is the color block one there. It's a very subtle one. Yep, and that's why they wait so long. So yep, so we're going to do color block tomorrow night for bracelets. And then we are going to do a pair of earrings. They're called beaded bars. But when you see them, it is another use of color block in an earring. I haven't made the example yet because I was waiting for a bead order. Ah, okay. I never heard of it called that. But whoa, let me tell you, once I got those, it was night and day difference. My blood counts didn't show that I should have antibiotics is also another thing I should say too. Because we did all kinds of blood work. All right, you got all updated there, Robin? So, but the earrings that we're going to do, I was waiting for an order of beads to get here so that I could do that example. And 2 minutes before I came live, they dropped off the boxes. I haven't even gone out and gotten them yet. Thank you, Paige. And so 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to, I'm going to take out the beads that I need for those. And if I can find them right away and not have to open up all the boxes, we'll do an unboxing on Wednesday night's chat with these boxes. Don't think they're going to be very big boxes though. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Because this one was just a small order. There's 2, 4, 6, 10. So we'll do that. And then, let's see, Wednesday night is a chat. Wednesday during the day, we have another, we will have Wednesday during the day, we will have another encore. Okay, we'll keep you in our prayers, Robin. Saturday, I literally didn't know what I wanted to do on Saturday. And then I had a thought. Something that we have not done in a long time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Thank you for the follow. So, do you guys want 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I have not done a jewelry sale. Whoops, I'm not supposed to say that word. word, a jewelry event in a long, long, long time. I mean, we're talking months. Thank you, Lolly, for the heart me. So, do you guys want a jewelry sale on Saturday, or do you want another bead event? I can't say sale, I gotta say event. Jewelry. So let's do numbers in the chat. Number 1 if you want jewelry, or number 2 if you want beads. So go ahead and in the chat put 1 or 2 and let me know what you guys want. 8, 4, 6, 8, 10. 6, 10. Murda's both. I love it. 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 10. 10. And Lolly, when you say silicone, did you want focals or beads? Oh no, what's going on there? Yes, okay. 2, 4, 6, 6, 8. Oh yes, I can see that being difficult. I haven't gotten any new cabochons. That's why, Geraldine, I need to get some more cabochons. Hold on just a second. I still have my cough, but not as bad as I used to. Let me see if I can get some more cabochons requested. It was funny because last night I was finally looking at getting some new supplies. And Ryan looked at me and I go, I haven't even looked for any new beads in 10 days. I did no sourcing. You would have thought, you know, laying low that I would have been able to. And I'm like, nope. I had zero energy to do anything. So I really, truly lost a week of being able to source, of getting things ready. So I did nothing besides lay around. And then I would like fall asleep. I'd wake up. I'd fall asleep. I'd wake up. That's all I did. So I know some things that some individuals want. So if you guys want me to, I'm sourcing now. So I can source for some more cabochons. And I'll do that. I can, yeah, I'm just happy to be like breathing normal. That's what I'm going to say. So what other things besides, I know that some of the things that I am looking for. Yeah, I'm doing good, Catherine. How are you doing? I am going to look for sterling silver lobster claw clasps that are larger ones. And hold on, I gotta see something here. Okay. Thanks for letting me know, Ashley. Nope, they did not get it. She is here. She's on over here. But what I'm planning on right now sourcing is stainless steel lobster claw clasps in the larger sizes where the hole at the bottom is larger. The ribbon crimp ends, we're going to get some of those in sterling silver. Or not sterling silver, sorry, stainless steel. Both of those were stainless steels. And then you need some smaller lobster clasps. Okay. Bronze bales. Okay, I'll look for those. Let me write that down. And what kind of metal are you looking for there, Rose? And Geraldine? Okay, all metals? Okay. Geraldine wants silver. Okay. Anything else that anybody's looking for? Okay. I am always looking for lollipop crimps, Robin, but they, okay. I have not been able to find a source where I can get them at a price point that makes sense. Oh, we all got to have a good laugh there, Geraldine. Yep. 6, 8. And I would agree with that price point for Rose. Ryan was doing that to me on Saturday night. No, Friday night. Friday night. You would have thought the man was dying. Because he was like, you haven't been upstairs in our bed in a week, and I don't know how this is gonna. And I'm like, dude, I'm sick. The regular wire, just like the bead wire, Robin, yes, I do. There you go. How about Nordic Luna? Would it work? Oh, no, I can get some more. It was just that he's not used to not having somebody sleep next to him was the problem. So we've been really, really, really conscious about not trying to pass this to everybody and stuff. So, and because yeah, this was something I didn't want anybody else to get. And they got through it, nothing. And I will look. I have some more acrylic beads, 8, 10, that I need to bring, but I don't have pictures of them. So what I'm going to contact Amanda to see when she's going to be coming, because I didn't want to call her and have her come while I was sick. But I will get a hold of her and see if we can get some of those taken too. There's like about 5 that I have that don't have pictures. I don't have crimp beads, but I have the wire. And yes, it is. It's, I think it is. I will look, Robin, and I will let you know. I am like 99% sure it's out there. I don't do crimp beads because they're sterling silver and the prices fluctuate on those all the time. So I just have made a decision not to put sterling silver out onto the studio. And that you can go to the Zon or any place and get those. Yep. 2, 5, 8, 10. And I think also Nordic Luna, I think in that what I have outside, I might have some more of the pen beads, the acrylic pen beads. Now I feel like I want to go out and get them and open the boxes. 6, 8. And then I have a question to ask everybody. We had 6, 8, 10. We had I did do 2 videos where we had the 8mm glitters. There were 4 colors that I released. They were ready to go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And so I just did a quick video with them. And you guys could go out and look at them. But do you want me to bring those to an event so that you guys can see them? 2, 4, 6, 7, 10. Okay, so Ashley has a question of how do you use a crimp if an item is not silver? So if it is not silver, I use gold filled for the gold. It's not as tight as the sterling silver, but it is a lot better than using like the other stuff. Bronze. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. You know what would probably work then? Wondered if the clamshells would work. I don't use bronze on wire because I don't have bronze crimp tubes or like finding something that would do that. So clamshells. Yep, the wire guards. is what you're thinking of there, Robin. And I was going to order those. I have not looked them up, or not order. I was going to source them. I got to watch my words today. And try to get those for you guys. Yes, I do, Robin. And they are out on... You're going to laugh because I can't remember what date. And so I've never used them, Ashley, because I was going to go watch videos on how to use them. I haven't put the finding section out there yet. That was what I was going to work on last week, and I didn't get there. Okay, what do you mean raspberries there, Lulu? What? I'm like, huh? I'm gonna, I know glass is out there right now as a section, but I've got to get everything. Oh, blowing raspberry. My... Oh. Yep, that's me. I do that. I don't have my backup account up, so... Oh. 7, 10. Okay. You guys can't make me laugh because if I start laughing, I start coughing. That's the one thing we did find out with this. Oh, that just cracked me up. The wire guards are just at the end of wire. You can use them on bracelets, necklaces, anything that you use wire on. Okay. But I will try this week because I'm not going to... I was going to say... Oh, sisterly love there. This week, I'm going to try to put all of the different categories out there. Excuse me here. I'm going to take a drink. We're going to have glass. We'll have findings, pendants, acrylic. We already have the Gorgonia out there. Findings, if I didn't say that one already. So we'll have little categories like that. And so then we'll do that, and I'll work on getting those done this week too. I won't take away any of the dates until we get all the categories out there so that we can make sure we can see everything. But then you will be able to go in and do that. Yeah, I did do one for the wire guards. There is a video for the wire guards. And I was going to say, well, how are you ending the wristlets? What I mean by ending, how are you just doing the circle or what are you doing? Because there are the ones with the wire. You're going to do silicones and beads. Because I've seen them with the wire. And then they put them for the phone things. And then they attach them to the adhesive grips for the phone. Or to a lobster clasp to put on the adhesive grips. Like, I'm going to see if I can find one. Right here. Well, this is a wristlet. But instead of it being the, you know, see how this is attached to this? And instead of it being a circle, it would be like a piece of wire with all the beads on. And then they would use the crypt tubes to get to there. So I can do something with that. Because I've seen a lot of people doing wristlets that way now, rather than with the silicone beads, just using regular beads. 2, 4, 5, 8, 6, 8. Yeah, thank you. How are you doing, Lucky Charm Boutique? 10. Yep. So I will see what we can add in to teach that, okay? I don't know if it'll be this week or next. Are you okay if we do it next week, Robin? Okay. And then tomorrow night with the color block, I want to do it with both wire and stretchy. So then tomorrow night you'll be able to see how we do bracelets with the wire. I'm like, where did I put the bracelet? There it is. And so like with the stretchy, this is what I'm talking about. We're doing the color block tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central for that. And then we'll do we'll do stretchy and wire with the color block. Excuse me. Four. What other kinds of questions do you guys have? Yeah, I would agree with what Nordic Luna's saying there. And the thing is that even after you see tomorrow night how you do the crimps and that type of thing, once you learn that, you'll be able to do a lot of other things using the crimp tubes. I was going to say, you know what I forgot to do? Because today is Monday, we have our quote, and I put our quote out there before we started today's live, and we never talked about it at the beginning. Let me get our quote up, and that might help you, Robin, get out of funks. Because I love doing the quotes because I think they help us think and get us out of our own headspace of negativity. Because that negative self-talk is what doesn't help us at all. And this week's quote is, create something today that shines tomorrow. And that means just putting some beads together and create something. Because tomorrow it'll look beautiful. Don't let it control like this negativity. So what you have to do to start doing anything is just start. And don't let your self-talk get you into that space where you can't get out of it. Because once you get in there, it is hard. And I know that's like, you guys hear that all the time, but that's the one thing that you got to tell ya. Two, 4, 6, 8. And I was going to say, that would be hard there, Robin. It really is. Because you've had that companionship for so many years. And going without that companionship is one of the hardest things. And I know we're not a replacement for a spouse, but we're here. One of the things that I remember telling one of my uncles when my grandmother had passed away and my grandpa went on to 2 years after she passed, he remarried. And my one uncle was like, I don't understand, because he looked at it as my grandpa moved on from my grandma. And I said, it's not even that. It's all about companionship. He was missing the companionship, and he just wanted someone to spend evenings with in the house. And I said, it wasn't replacing grandma. And my uncle was like, oh, I had never thought about it. You know, you have your spouse that you go and talk to. And grandpa doesn't have that now. And he's missing that. And that was with my, yep, I am, Joya. I am back. And that is one thing with my grandma on my other side when my grandpa passed before her. And that was, geez, like 7 years. My grandma, she was just like, I'm ready to go see him. I'm about halfway done with this bag that we've been working on. We only need 2 more K, everybody. If we get 2K in the next 15 or not 13 minutes, so we can do a giveaway. Yep, and that's the times that are hard. Yep. Ryan will tell you that right now. He would have a hard time. And I know, we know, if I were to pass before Ryan, he would have a hard time. And I told him, you can get remarried. You can get remarried. And he's like, but I don't want to. And I'm like, you never know what life's going to give us. And that's what as I say, we have this group here so that we can all come together and have our time together. Ryan's like, he's already been married once before, and he was like, I don't want to have to get married another time. Like, oh yeah. That is so sweet, Lori. And before you know it, hey, we got there. We're at 11K. I was going to say, and before you know it, Robin, you're going to have that grandbaby to spoil. All right, here we go. We're going to do a color. All right, there you go. Nope, you're good. Ashley, don't. I was looking at Ryan's text is what was going on. He's sending me really weird text. Somebody's already got it. Let's see who got it. Patty B. You have 5 creative credits. I will get you your code after the live, okay? So congratulations. Whoop, whoop, we did it. Yep, I'm back, Amy. Finally back. That's all it takes is one word. Woohoo! We hit a goal. Thank you. You're welcome. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. All right. And the reason why I had to come on an hour early, you guys know, but I never even said why in the beginning. Buttercup has an appointment for her orthodontic work. So we had to come on an hour early. That's why we were early today. It isn't our norm to do that here going forward. We'll keep it at 2 unless we have something like this going on. So yeah, so that's why I had to go on a little early today, is because I need to go get her and take her to the orthodontist. So I'm going to hop off so I can get ready and go get her and get her done. And then tonight we are going to do our encore. So we just have items that we've had up before, and we're going to look through those. Yeah, and we get to do it twice with her. She's in first round right now, and then she'll start a second round. Yep, I plan to rest. I plan on it. So everybody have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you back at 8 p.m. on TikTok. Bye, everybody.